So today I'm going to be talking about this movie In the Lost Land starring Mila Jovovich and Dave Bautista. First of all, everybody who watches my channel knows that when I talk about a movie, it's going to include spoilers. So if you have not seen In the Lost Lands, go ahead and stop this video, watch the movie and come back later. If you have no interest in watching the movie because you've heard about it already and just want to hear somebody's opinion about this particular movie, yeah, then go ahead and stay, check it out. All right, so I never understand this particular choice of writing when it comes to movies and characters in TV. So you trying to tell me you got an OP character? We don't know this yet, but this is an OP character with precognition, like all types of abilities. Man, long live, super wise. Like nobody that's shown in this, that's going to be shown in this movie, can even measure up to this person. But the opening sequence of your movie is this person being caught. Like y'all didn't caught this person and y'all have this person seemingly at y'all mercy. How did y'all end up catching Mila Jovovich? Because as we go through the movie, we find out that there's absolutely no way in the world that they should have been able to catch this lady at the beginning of the movie. But I, get ahead of myself. Right, so basically this movie takes place in the future. It's a dystopian future, man. It's after the war, after, I guess, I presume World War III, man. It's Radiation Jones and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of years after, so they mutated the animals. A lot of things have two heads or two tails, like with the scorpions, two tails. Snakes, rattlesnakes got two heads. Now, I don't know what charm Dave Bautista had over this particular rattlesnake to have it wrap around his rifle and only attack people who pick up his rifle. I can understand, Blade having the whole little thing, that's key to your, it opens up, and all kind of stuff. Understand people having those things, but a live animal, maybe the closest I can think about is Mad Max. He had the dog that kind of guarded his car, but a snake, you could train it anyway. I'm gonna get it anyway. So this is the type of world, the sun rarely ever shining. It's always dusty. It's all jacked up, right? So basically, you have all of humanity has basically condensed in this one area. If you've seen the movie Priest, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Just think of Priest and take out vampires, right? Think of that setting and then take out the vampires, right? So, of course, in this particular civilization, in this city, right, you have the royalty, the people who are in charge, right? You got the grand overlord or the high overlord. He's sick in his bed, written somewhere, man. You got this, the queen basically trying to get pregnant by this dude and everything so she could maintain her power. You got this dude who I thought was the guy who was in, what was his name? The black dude was in the live action of Notebook, the anime, right? Anyway, but it wasn't him, man. Him and that dude looked the same. Anyway, you got him, man. He's the head of the church and everything like that. He's trying to scheme his way to taking power and all this kind of stuff. The queen is basically trying to like I said, solidify power by having a kid. But she goes to this witch lady who ends up escaping at the beginning of the movie from everybody, like in the super easiest of ways. Like, again, how did y'all catch this lady? Anyway, she ends up going to visit the witch, right? And she's like, yo, listen, I want the ability to be able to turn into a wolf. She basically want to become a werewolf. But in this movie, they call them shapeshifters. So the lady like, listen, I can't refuse any wish and nothing like that. I can't refuse no wishes. So her homeboy, like her head knight or whatever that's in love with her, basically stays behind her, like to tell the witch, listen, I'm gonna give you this watch and everything for trade. I want you to basically not fulfill her wishes, right? And she's like, listen, I don't refuse any wishes and I don't refuse any requests, right? So she does this thing. She floats up in the air. They never really explain that, man. She goes into her little trance where she sees the wolf, man, and killed like all these people, man. You got all these. Okay. The only thing I could think of when I seen the scene of where this shapeshifter hang out is two things. There's two things that pop in my head, right? Do you guys remember Terminator when they showed the future scenes and it was just skulls all over the ground? Right. That was the layer, right? And then the second thing is, I don't know if you guys remember that Doctor Who episode where the Doctor was trapped up inside that castle, and when he dove into the water in the ocean that was surrounding the castle, the whole bottom surface of the entire ocean was filled with nothing but skulls. Right. That was the flashback I got when I seen this shape of the place. And I was thinking to myself, they could have been a little bit more original. And also, anybody rolling up on the scene like this would be like, hold up. It's a whole lot of skulls, and I seem to have a skull I don't want my skull hanging out with these. I'm back out of here. But we don't really go into that. So anyway, she goes, Mila Jovovich, the witch lady who can't refuse. She now got to go on this quest to get this shit because she happens to know this shapeshifter dude, right? And she got to go with the full moon, man, get there by the full moon so that she could take his power, man, and everything, bring it back to the queen. So right. So she goes to enlist the help of Dave Bautista, whose opening is very reminiscent of what was it? The Book of Eli, when Denzel Washington was walking through that up under that viaduct, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I smell y'all, man." Right. It was very reminiscent. His intro was somebody seen the Book of Eli and was like, "Oh man, didn't nobody watch the Book of Eli, man?" Well, maybe a lot of people did, but I don't know nothing about it because me and my group of people didn't. Let's put that cool scene up in here with Dave Bautista. That was like it was. So anyway. So after Dave Eli, finished up his intro and everything. And by the way, he's narrating the story, of course, because that's always awesome. So anyway, she ends up meeting up with this dude up inside this pub, man. Of course, the Star Wars pub, man. Everybody up there, making the deals and everything like that. And she's like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna need you to be my guide out here because I'm going out here to find this shapeshift and everything like that. And listen, I'm pretty badass. You pretty badass. Let's do this." Anyway, the church ends up coming up inside there like, "Yo, we after you because you a witch." Yeah. Look. How did they catch this lady at the beginning of the movie? Anyway, they end up getting away from them super easy. Now begins the quest. Basically, let me describe the rest of this movie. It is basically now we are on this quest. We trying to develop what was it called, trust with each other, and Dave Bautista is saving her from the scorpions and everything like that. And they building all this camaraderie. They seeming like they're falling in love with each other and all this kind of stuff. So we get to this movie. All right, so they come to the shapeshifter spot, right? And she's basically now, remember I had told you this lady got precognition, right? So basically, through the whole movie, she already knew that this dude is the shapeshifter. When I say this dude, Dave Bautista. So Dave Bautista, when he's not creating millions and millions of skulls next to his lair, he moonlights as being a hunter, basically guide, which I can only assume that was his thing about, hey, I'm gonna get people to come out here, right? I'm gonna lure them out here to my lair where I can kill them, which I'm thinking that's a lot of either you really like playing with your food, which didn't give me that impression, or you just ain't got nothing else to do. You a bored shapeshift. Anyway, they end up getting into this fight, man, CG fighting, of course, you got the Resident Evil lady, man, doing her Resident Evil lady. And look, man, look. So she ends up taking this cloak back, man, to the dude, man, to the queen, right? The queen already had the prime church dude. Man, look, the church dude had this lady, man, who was basically like his right hand person, man, that's going to hunt this witch. And all through the movie, this lady was totally inept and out of her league to be hunting this witch. They had this super train that I don't know how in the world it was just tracks everywhere. Like everywhere that the people was going on foot or on horseback, this train was able to always keep up with them. My thought was, are they moving the train tracks or are all these people just always walking with the train tracks? Like, get off the train tracks. Like, y'all going through a mountain pass and all of a sudden the train is coming up. Look, oh my God. This movie was, oh my God. And so, look, I ain't gonna even really get into the just amalgamation of like stuff that they had to do to bring this together at the end, thinking it was gonna be some kind of high speed twist, because everybody got their wishes. And you think to yourself, well, if she wanted the thing, if the queen wanted the power, her right hand man didn't want her to have the power. You got all these other things and stuff that, the witch got to do and everything because she can't refuse nobody and all this. How's all this going to work out? Man, in short, did I like this movie? This is coming up on 10 minutes. Did I like this movie? First of all, if I have done a long form video of your movie, it was a movie. It was It wasn't a good movie, right? Look, because look, this is my thing. If it's a good movie, I'm gonna just tell you in about 60 seconds, hey, it's a great movie. This is why I go see it. If it's a terrible movie, I'm gonna explain. And look, don't look. There's a whole lot going on. I'm gonna ruin the whole thing. It shouldn't be said. In the Lost Lands was a terrible movie. Terrible, terrible movie.